Doing.
Hi, this is Catherine Bonner, the founder of Women of Passionate Purpose International, also known as WPPI, and I thank you so much for joining us on the journey. I also want to thank you for joining us on our Facebook party the other night. We had a blast. We got so many giveaways that night going on. It was so cool. We gave away coaching, we gave away books, we gave away all kinds of things. We gave away graphic designs, all kinds of things, and we had a lot of wonderful, excited winners. So I want to also tell you that we're going to have another informational conference call, that you can join us on to find out more about Ignite the Writer Within, our telecourses that are coming up. They will be every single Monday night in April. So be sure to mark your calendars now for that. It'll be at 8 o'clock Central every single Monday night in April. And we're going to have our informational call this coming Tuesday, March 29th. And that phone number is 402-237-4233. I'm going to give it to you again. That number is 402-237-4233. And then you'll be asked to enter a code, and that code will be 1230. And then you'll push the pound key, which is the tic-tac-toe sign on your phone. And that code again is 1230#. So I want to encourage you to come join us for that as well. That'll be at 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern. Then we're going to have another Twitter party this time, and that's going to be this coming week too, Thursday the 31st and March 31st, and that's going to be at 8 o'clock Central. Find us on the webpage, and also find us on Women of Passionate Purpose on Facebook, because we'll be really putting it out there for you so that you can find out more about how to join us on the Twitter party. Even if you don't have a Twitter account, you can join us, and we'll tell you how. So keep that up to date and mark it on your calendars now. Our classes that are coming up are going to be really awesome. I don't know what kind of a book you have in you, or if you have songs that you want to write, or devotionals, or maybe it's a nonfiction memoir or a self-help book. I think about the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but especially Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And I think about so many times I've heard people say, my story is sort of the same as somebody else's, but it's already been told. And I think, what would have happened if Matthew, Mark, and Luke thought the same thing, and they didn't write those Gospels? Just think about that for a second. Every single one of us have a story. Every single one of us. And it's pertinent. And so I want you to share what's in you to write. If God has been guiding you and directing you to do that, I want you to listen to it. Now, I've got a couple of WPPI women on our team that have also authored books. And so each of us, I'm an author as well, each of us know how difficult it can be to surpass the fears and the obstacles that come with you finally surrendering and allowing yourself to write your book. So I want to share with you this one book by Casey Sollitt. She's on our WPPI team. And this book she wrote for children, but also with adults in mind. And this book is called Should, Could, and Would. And the difference if you don't do what you're called to do versus if you do. So if you're called to do this, think about this book by Casey Sollitt. And I really want you to be the one that would. Not the one that should have or could have, but the one that would. Think about this book in every aspect of your life, but especially for Ignite the Writer Within. Then we also have another one of our WPPI women. She went to our writer's retreat and everything. And this book is called Stepping Out, None No More by Mary Kay Moore. And she was a nun for 30 years. So she knows about stepping out in faith. And I want to encourage you to step out in your faith as well, because Mary Kay had never had a job where she got paid. She never had a car. She never rented her own apartment. And God called her out. And she stepped out in a huge leap of faith. And she is an amazing woman. This book, Stepping Out, None No More by Mary Kay Moore, I encourage you to think about that. I want to encourage you to step out in your faith and join us to write whatever it is that God is calling you to write with our Ignite the Writer Within course. These courses, you'll get downloadable workbook, and it's pretty hefty. It's amazing. Just my section alone is 69 pages, and that's between Mary Kay and I, with the first course, which is called Blank Expressions. And so we know what it's like to look at a blank page and not know what to write, not know what to say, not know where to start. And we're going to encourage you with all kinds of techniques and ways to get you going in your writing. When you're standing there staring blank-faced, we don't want you to be expressionless. We want you to become full of expression. And you will begin to follow the Holy Spirit muse with your writing. And so I encourage you to think about that. Our second course, our second class in the course is called Ignite and Write. And that's going to be really awesome too, because once you start facing that blank page, you begin to ignite and you begin to write, and there's something that begins to stir in your soul like never before. And it's the most amazing process when you start igniting, and it is so cool you won't want to stop. And then our next one's called Get Your Flow Joe On. We really want you to get into the flow of writing and really, really enjoy what you're doing. We want to see you surpass different things that have been blocking you and stopping you. And this class is going to be wonderful. Then our last class in the course is called Stoke It. So we want to leave you in that class just stoking, just burning and ignited to keep going and keep writing. And we'll have other classes that are to come after this as well. And we're also going to have Ignite the Speaker Within. We're going to have Ignite the Dreamer Within. There's a lot more to come, so we want you to really be encouraged. And we're going to help you along the way in all these areas, because writing and speaking, they go hand in hand together. Then we're going to also help you to dream a little bit more about who you are to be. Who is God calling you to be? And then later on, we're going to help you a little bit with marketing, because we know that you're a little entrepreneur. If you have your own book, if you're speaking, you got to market that stuff. And so you have your own business with your book or your speaking. We want to help you get that out there and teach you some techniques to get you going. So there's a lot going on here at WPPI University, and we really are excited about what we have here for you. So join us this Tuesday night and join us Thursday night with the informational call and our Twitter party. And we're looking forward to walking the journey with you. Thank you so much. Go to womenofpassionatepurpose.com to find out more, and click on the link that says Ignite the Writer Within, or you can click on the link that says WPPI University, and you can find your way to the course. We also have a writer's retreat coming up this fall, so I want to encourage you to check that out too. You can find the link to that too. It says the Live Writer's Retreat, where you'll get to meet us and really begin to delve a little bit deeper into some things too. So again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you one of these nights this week. Thanks.